morning, everybody. Rodney here. I've got some people waiting down in the green room. I'll bring you in a moment, Lance. So please bear with me. Good morning, AC Drone Dude. Buying space. Good morning, Myra. Teej, good morning. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Lance in, I guess. Hey, buddy. So I got your message. I understand. Bring the comments in. So, but anyway, are you doing well? Okay, Lance, I can't hear you. Oh, I guess he is working on the problem. Dan, I fix shit. Good morning. Yeah, Teach, we know where he's working on it. So anyway, folks, hope everybody is okay. Here he is again. Okay. No, still no audio, buddy. Big Water UAV Solutions, good morning. no worries, brother. Hey, man, it happens. You all might not be able to hear me very well because I forgot to move my microphone into place. It's way over against the wall. So my audio ought to improve now. Dan says, good job, Lance. You crashed the internet. So anyway, well, while we're Lance is working on it, hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. I think I've said good morning to everybody. Dennis is not going to be able to join us today. As you heard on his live stream, he's heading up to his son's house, and they're going to celebrate Chinese New Year, and that's all good and well. And hopefully Peter will be in here soon. And we got Frank Rizzo, that's Jody, coming in. Good morning. USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America. Good morning, Joe. Hope you are well, my friend. Let's see, Lance. I'm trying to think. Morning, Peter.
Morning, Rodney. Morning, Lance.
Lance says hello, but his audio isn't working, so he's working on it.
I thought he was a bit quiet there.
Yeah, I guess he was just, he doesn't like you Aussies.
Okay, I can understand that.
No, I'm just kidding, of course. I mean, who can't like an Aussie, man? I get right.
So yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. Hey, you heard from Matt lately?
No, I haven't heard from him for quite a while.
Huh. I saw him on a live stream a few days ago, but that's the last time I've seen him.
All right.
So.
No, I haven't really seen him since he stopped doing his own live stream.
Yeah. That's just... Dan is rubbing it into Lance. Lance, simple audio problem just crashed the entire west coast of Florida's power grid.
Uh,
Okay, Lance, let's see. Did you get it working? No? No. I'm trying to think. Are you using a Windows machine?
that'll be it then.
Okay, check your sound settings. I take it you've done that.
Usually it's just a matter of picking out the right microphone. That's usually what it is if it doesn't work. But
Oh, Cam Joe says big Mardi Gras parade Saturday, and I don't feel like going to shoot pics. I'll
okay.
wait till Tuesday, Mardi Gras day. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay, I'm
You did
using
it,
my
man.
web. I was trying to use this mic, but now I'm going to use the web mic. Good morning,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Going to be a beautiful but cold day here in Seattle.
Cool.
Going to go fly the real famous high school here in the area called Stadium High School. For those of you that want to go look at it, check it out. Google Stadium High School, Tacoma, Washington, and you'll see where I'm going to fly today.
Hey, how far are you from the National Cemetery there?
So I'm in Federal Way, so I'm probably a 20-minute drive. Both my parents are buried there, so I frequent that often.
Yeah, my dad is buried there.
I will look him up and take a picture of the site for you if you like.
Sure. I used to know where it was located. In fact, I could probably find it because you can Google.
Yeah, you can look it up online. Last name is Bell. What's the first name? You
Clyde.
can Clyde Bell. Okay.
Yeah. No middle name. And the dates would be 1934 to 2006. It'd be Clyde Bell Jr. too.
Okay. Wrote that down so I don't forget.
Yeah. Good morning to everyone in chat.
Danny, good morning. Max Air, good morning. That's certainly the wrong Clyde Bell. Oh, wow. Well, Clyde B. Bell Jr. I thought it was kind of strange that they would have him in the United States Army since he was Navy, a Master Chief Petty Officer in the Navy, but that's a different Clyde Bell Jr. This is a Clyde B. Bell, so I guess I should pay more attention. Oh, I found it. He's at Section Tahoma National Cemetery, Section 9D, Site 621.
9D, section 121 or 21?
621.
621. Okay. Have you been to the cemetery before?
Yeah, I was. We attended his funeral there,
Okay.
and they lived in Port Orchard.
Oh yeah. Just about an hour and a half drive. Maybe not that. Maybe more like an hour and 15 minutes.
They have a real nice write up about him too. But anyway. Oh, you posted a link to that high school, huh?
And can you imagine on the water side is where the cafeteria is? So the kids get that view at lunch every day. And they don't appreciate it, I don't think.
Oh my. So that is the school the castle?
Yes. Yes, that is the high school.
Wow.
Biggest high
Wow.
school in Tacoma. And it's the rival high school that I teach at a place called Silas High School, and we're rivals with the stadium.
Man, that is a cool high school.
Yeah, they're very impressive looking.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was the movie that was? Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You was filmed here.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I'm shooting a high school unified basketball game there today. I'm going to bring my drone, and afterwards I'm going to fly the drone. And I've flown the drone at stadium before, but I figured, hey, since I'm there, it's the weekend, there won't be any kids around hardly. I'll go fly it.
Cool. Well, I wish I was in the area to go fly it with you.
There you go. Come visit. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, hi,
See you
Dennis.
later. Have a good breakfast, Dennis.
Yeah, Max said 420 is
Hey, Dennis.
probably right.
Hey, Hot Rod.
Morning, Hot Rod. How are you doing, Rodney?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool. I wonder.
And then if you look at the link that I sent you guys and you look across the bay, I live over there on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And that's Northeast Tacoma Federal Way is where I live. And I shoot often from that area back toward the high school.
Okay.
And there's some good places to shoot. And then Mount Rainier is just behind the high school. So at sunrise, this is an awesome place to fly.
Yeah.
Because you've got Mount Rainier in the background, you've got the castle. They call it the castle. That's the Stadium High School. They call the castle, of course, and great place to fly. And then the high school football field is shared by my high school and Stadium High School. This is the home field for both. If you notice, there isn't a full track around the football field. So they can't do track here. They've got to go to another high school and do their track meets.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then they have a big net behind the goalpost there by the water, so you don't lose footballs when they kick extra points.
Folks, I'd share the picture with you, but I can't seem to find a comparable picture to show what Lance is talking about. Let me give it another shot here. Maybe if I look under images. Oh, yeah, okay.
How far are you from Mount St. Helens?
Mount St. Helens is about a 2.5 hour drive south.
Right. Right.
And that was really an amazing thing when it exploded, when the mountain blew. I was in a little town called Ellensburg, Washington, which is in eastern Washington. That's where all the ash went to, is eastern
Okay.
Washington.
Wow.
And landed. I was in college. I was a sophomore in high school, and I went out for a run that morning. It was a Sunday morning, and it was beautiful. And I
Yeah.
went for a run, came back, laid down on my bed, and all of a sudden I hear thunder and lightning. And I'm like, what is going on? And it got real dark. I mean, pitch black, like it was nighttime. And I looked outside, and ash was falling from the ground. So,
Wow.
Oh my.
Yeah.
and then of course kids went out and started playing frisbee in it. It hit the frisbee, would hit the puff of ash, and I'm like, I'm not going out there. No one knew what the ash was going to do to your lungs and stuff. So I stayed inside.
It would have been something to see.
Yeah, I've seen it from the air when me and my third wife, we went out there a couple of years before my dad passed away. We went out there and we flew over it. The plane we was on flew over it, and you could see where it had collapsed.
Yeah.
And I just can't even imagine what it would have been like to be anywhere near that. So.
Yep. And a famous song that a guy by the name of Harry Truman lived at the base of the mountain, and he refused to leave. And of course, he was perished in the explosion. But they have that might be a good song for Dennis to sing. Go find the lyrics there.
Yeah, it could be. Do you know the name of it? The name of the song?
It's got to be something about Harry Truman. Let me look here. I forget.
Harry Truman?
Yeah, like the president. Harry Truman.
Hi to TJ. Morning to Jim's droning.
Harry Truman.
Good morning.
Harry Truman, Your Spirit Still Lives On is the name of it.
Yeah, we haven't got any active volcanoes in Australia, which is a good thing.
Jim's trying to say, coffee, give me coffee. So. Let's see here. We got the Kira Show is in the house. USA Drone Flyer, Frank Rizzo, I Fixed Chat, Dan, Max Air, Big Water UAV, Teej, and AZ Drone Dude had he come in before the stream started and said hi. So, but anyway, I thought I was going to be able to go fly today, but it hasn't started raining and the sun's kind of shining. It's filtering through some clouds, so I may still go fly. But I definitely went and flew yesterday. Uh-oh. Cat, what'd you do? Cat, stay off my keyboard. She says, but this is my desk. Oh, whoa. Did it again. Cat, come on. I've got Da Vinci and she keeps stepping on my editing board.
Okay.
And every time she steps on it, it pops up. Sorry, Ty. I just want some attention. Here, I'll lay down right here. Is that okay? I need a second camera.
Yeah.
So, Harry Truman song. Okay, let's open that up.
Good morning to Captain Joe.
Yeah, they start with a nice little intro about him and his 16 cats, and then they go on and they show some pretty cool footage of the actual mountain, the water flowing down the mountain with all the trees in the river and such.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to share this. It might not look too good, but I'll share it anyway.
And if you think about it, it was 1980, well before YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
20 years before YouTube even was a thought. I think what YouTube came out about 04, 05, something like that.
This is the story of Mount St. Helens, Spirit Lake Lodge, Harry Truman, and his 16 cats. Everything was beautiful, peaceful, and serene on the mountain until suddenly on Sunday morning, May 18th, 1980, with the power of an atomic bomb, Mount St. Helens erupted, burying Harry Truman and his beautiful lodge under tons of flowing debris. The story of this infamous day in Northwest history is captured here in a musical tribute and #1 hit song by R.W. Stone. Harry Truman, your spirit lives on.
Weeks and weeks
Does this
of
sound all right?
anticipation,
Yep.
waiting for the
It's okay.
mountain to blow. But old Harry Truman made his declaration, no way in hell was he gonna go. If I leave my home, I'd die in a week. This mountain's where I buried my wife. I've got plenty of booze and there's fish in the creek. I'm staying here the rest of my life. Oh, Harry Truman, your spirit lake is gone. But oh, Harry Truman, your spirit will live on and on. Finally one day in the middle of May, the mountain started breaking in two. When she started rumbling, trees started crumbling, and old St. Helens she blew. The rocks started flying and people, they were trying to run, but it was too late. The sky was so black when the people looked back, they couldn't see their face. Oh, Harry Truman, your spirit lake is gone. But oh, Harry Truman, your spirit will live on and on and on. The rocks and the mud made a terrible thud as they swallowed up Spirit Lake. Mother Nature's child had just gone wild, and she's supposed to be a saint. Oh, Harry Truman, your spirit lake is gone. But oh, Harry Truman, your spirit will live on and on. Harry Truman, your spirit will live on.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and notice the 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore, do you?
No, you sure don't. Not at all. Well, you do in some respects, but not as far as like movies and TVs and stuff.
Uh,
I mean, it's all changed, but that 4:3 aspect. I mean, I know a lot of people that use that aspect for flying drones. Not
okay.
exactly sure why. I kind of like the 16:9 myself, but that's me. Let's see if you need help with the cat running. Just sent it over to Ron. Speaking of Ron, has anybody heard from Ron Lockwood lately?
No, no.
I saw him on Paul Murray this week sometime.
Okay.
Oh yeah. He's probably busy with his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's liking his new bear. What's he
Yeah.
called? Buddy the Bear. That's a Jimmy Buffett song.
What was that?
Buddy the Bear. That was
Buddy
a
the Bear?
Jimmy Buffett song.
He was sure proud of that bear. He was even prouder that he got to help his friend to go on a bear hunt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's John, right?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what his name was.
Who you
Ron's
guys,
a good man.
are you guys pulling for the Kansas City Swifts or the 49ers?
I'm for Kansas City.
Joe will like that.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I rooted for the Niners at one time, but I don't root for them anymore. Now I'm almost all. If I watch football at all, it's almost always when Dallas plays Washington, because I'm the only one in the house that's a Dallas fan. Everybody else here is Washington. So we have some fun times.
And I usually watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. I love the commercials.
Yeah, some of the commercials are usually pretty good.
Unless my team plays in it, and my team has only played in it 3 times, the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Okay.
I have a good friend of mine that's a big Seahawk fan. He lives in Memphis.
You have a good friend.
I know it's hard to believe I have a good friend, but
And hey, you have another good friend that's a Seahawk fan. So now you can say you have 2.
now I have 2 good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I see what you're going. I see where you're going. Yeah. Now I have 2 friends that are Seattle Seahawks, and I imagine my sister and her husband are Seahawk fans too. They live up near in Kitsap. Kitsap.
South Kitsap, the Kitsap County. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's out
they
on
live
the,
up in there.
that's like by Port Orchard. Yeah.
Yeah. So, plus I went to instructor training up there at the sub base back in
Bremerton.
'72.
Yeah, Bremerton. I grew up on Woodby Island. My dad was, and you know this, my dad was in the Navy. And of
Yeah.
course, that's why he's buried in Tahoma National Cemetery.
So what? I know you've told me this before. What he do in the Navy?
He was a chief petty officer, and he was an electrical engineer on the A6A air jets, the jets that basically were stationed on Woodby Island.
Oh, okay.
So he did like the black box and all that stuff, all the electrical.
Got it. Yeah, cool. And the A6, that's the A6 Intruder.
Yes, correct.
Cool. That must have been interesting. I thought about going aviation. then I chose not to because I didn't want to go on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, he was on his last aircraft carrier was the Enterprise. He was on the Midway, which is now decommissioned down in San Diego. It's part of a museum.
Yep, been there.
I have, let's see if I can find it.
I was stationed in Yokosuka, Japan on shore duty there when the Midway got home ported in Japan. That was back in I want to say 83, 84 maybe.
I have a menu of Thanksgiving what year was that? 1960. I was 11 months old, and my dad was going to be shipped out for 2 years, and they invited all the families on board for Thanksgiving dinner because the next day the soldiers were being shipped out for 2 years. And
Wow.
my dad saved the menu, and I have it here somewhere on my desk. I want to send it to the Midway. I've emailed them. They haven't gotten back. My daughter is going to school down there, so next time I go, I'm going to bring it with me. I'm going to walk on board, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, you want this cool menu that you guys created back in 1960?" For their
They
music.
probably want that.
I would think so. It's pretty
Michael
cool.
Blade, good morning.
But I can't seem to find it right now.
Yeah, I remember when they decided to home port the Midway in Japan, it caused a big stir amongst the Japanese. At least some of them. They had protesters for like 3 weeks before she actually got there. They had protesters. And so when they were having a protest and they were marching by the main gate, you couldn't go out until they got past.
Uh,
And one of the protests had like 50,000 people.
wow.
It took like 3 hours for them to finally get by.
Who's doing the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl?
Taylor Swift. She's flying in from
Is
Japan.
she? Okay.
No, she isn't. I'm kidding.
Okay. Yeah,
She,
I thought you might have been. Yeah.
She is playing in Tokyo right now as we
Yeah, that's right.
speak.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And then she's going to jump on her jet, and she's going to pick me up in Washington. We're going to fly down to Las Vegas
In your dreams, maybe. Lynn.
and sit in the suite together. And I'm going to say, "Travis, take this." Travis Kelsey's is the guy she's dating.
Hey, can I have some of the coffee you're having, Lance?
Yeah.
Hey, you can stay on a plane and keep on going to Australia because I think she's due in Australia next week.
I think she is.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, a chance for a free ride to Australia.
Yeah.
And I think I probably shared my link of my daughter writing to Taylor Swift. I think I told that story's probably out there.
Yeah, I remember you doing that.
She got to go backstage and meet her, which was kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was a news story, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a big news story up here on that whole thing. So that's why I'm a Swiftie, and I don't know any song she sings.
Well, that was awful kind of her.
Yeah, we've got Pink over here too at the moment doing a series of concerts.
Who?
Pink.
I don't think I've heard of them.
That's a female solo.
Oh,
I'm sure you would have heard of her.
Pink?
Yeah. It's pretty well known.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen her on TV. I didn't know that was her name, but
Yeah. Oh, that's a stage name, yeah. Yeah, so she's here as well at the moment. Got a wall coming here.
You going to her concert?
No. No, definitely not.
Not into that kind of concert, huh?
No.
I'll have to listen to some of her songs, see if I even like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this stuff either.
I probably shouldn't do this, but I got to share this. Look at that head.
Oh, geez. Smiling back at you.
Yeah, you got two eyes. I guess that could be a nose right there, and then the smiley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to the copyright logarithm right now.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
I suppose that's the thing. Majority of people wouldn't know what the back of their head looks like, would they? So.
I know, right? It's just uncanny the way that is.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess it's quite possible it could have been photoshopped as well, but
Yeah, it's possible.
who knows?
Yeah.
It's still funny, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, so the other day, I went to the church, and this is a Baby Hawk HD. This is the second one. This is not the Ollie Hawk, but this is the second one I bought. I went out to the church a few days ago. It was kind of a nice day, and I went to go underneath the arch,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and I hit the arch. Look at the lens.
Oh, wow.
Shattered that lens. I hit it so hard, shattered the lens. I had a iFly beeper up here, knocked it completely off. Couldn't find it. It didn't beep, so I assumed it's broken since it wasn't beeping. And now I got to replace the camera.
And you had to do the walk of shame to go get it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot of those, Lance.
I'm sure if first person view flyers do that frequently is my guess. You guys are good and crazy.
That's why I only fly my drones inside the house then, because the walk of shame isn't all that far to go.
And no one sees you.
That's right.
And then I got two new flight controllers. I got two Smart 35 GAP-RC 30 Smart 35 drones, which is this guy right here, and I've got to replace the flight controller in both of them. One because a pad came up, and one of the soldering pads came off, and then the other one because the flight controller just quit working. I think I shorted something out.
Yeah.
Do you fly the Avata, Rodney?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I call that the FPV on training wheels. It's fun, but it's not a true.
I have flown it. Brad Alston let me fly his, and Lloyd Mendenhall, the grumpy vlogger, let me fly his too. So it's definitely a good drone. Nothing wrong with it. Just I can't see. I mean, I think its purpose is more for cinematic than
Yeah.
freestyle type flying, and that's what I like. Is just the freestyle. Cat, keep your tail out of my face.
Yeah, Jim Straining's a fan of the Avata.
Yeah. Best FPV air ever. Hey, you two guys, Lance and Peter, I need to take a small break here. Can you guys keep it going for a few minutes?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, give it a go. Yep.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
So, Peter, what time is it down there right now?
1:34 Sunday morning.
Okay, so you're up early.
Yeah. Or late it is, really. I haven't been to bed yet.
Oh, okay. So you're on that end of it. You're going to go to bed after this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're going to have some warm weather the next 3 days up in Celsius in the sort of low to mid 30s, which would be up in the 90s, I think, for the next 3 days.
Wow. And then when do you start to turn into fall? Couple about a month?
For 1st of March. Our seasons start from the first of the month here. So 1st of March is the first month of autumn, as we call it here. Yeah. Yeah, so things should start cooling. Although we've had a very mild summer this year, we haven't had very many hot days at all. So this could be the last little burst of heat before we head off into the cooler climates.
And how close do you live to the water?
I'm in Melbourne, which is down the south, probably an hour and a half or so. But that's just that's the bay, a bay that the city of Melbourne's on. It's a big bay. If you want to go to ocean beaches, you're probably looking at maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get to an ocean beach.
Okay.
Because I'm right at the northern end of the city, which is sort of on the end of suburbia, sort of past where I am, is just sort of getting into the small farms. So it's quite a nice area to live, nice and quiet.
And what do you do for a living now? Or are you close to retirement?
I'm retired. I retired in 2006.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You don't look old enough to be retired.
Oh, I am.
You must have
Definitely
married into money.
No, not that either. No.
No. Okay.
I know the company I work for was back at the end of 2005. They wanted to downsize the workforce, so I made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
I was in a position where I could retire, so I thought, why not? And you're a school teacher, aren't you?
I am.
Oh.
I am. I'm in my 41st year of doing this.
Right. Okay.
And I'm close, but I've got a freshman in college, so got to kind of wait to see what she does and how much she soaks us for money
Yeah.
before my wife and I call it good. I'm ready. I'm thinking 2 more years. My wife is saying 4 more. My wife is probably going to win.
Just to answer Andrew's question, definitely not. Don't regret it one little bit.
Yeah.
So, Lance, what do you teach?
So I teach photography and advanced photography, and then I teach a broadcasting class where the kids do the morning announcements, morning news on TV.
Okay.
And then I teach drones and yearbook. So.
Oh.
Wow.
So you teach what your hobby is basically.
Exactly.
What your hobbies are. Yeah.
I tell my friends and family I get to go to work and play.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't
ideal
beat
sort
a
of job.
like that.
Yeah. So that's probably why I can hang on as long as I am, because, kids want to take it and they're not forced to. And, like math, science, history, English, they don't like those classes, but they enjoy their electives a little more.
Yeah.
Andrew says you could teach videography.
Yep. And that's part of my broadcasting.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So that's pretty cool.
All right. Jackrabbit was on the staff. I bet you took great pictures. I bet you took pictures of slabs of concrete. And no one was buried under that concrete.
So he says.
Yeah.
Now, I believe him when he says he has pictures, proving that he didn't bury his wife. I've seen those pictures, so I believe him there. But this thing about Jimmy Hoffa, I'm kind of skeptical on.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, was that a puppet? Was that really her? Did we see his hand?
It could
moving
be.
her lips.
Well, it could. You're right. It could have been a dummy.
Well, looked she looked pretty realistic to me. It could have been a dummy.
But see, he was on the yearbook staff, so he could have really photoshopped it up to look real.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty, we're giving you a bad time there, buddy.
I was in your book stuff. Staff.
Claymation, yeah, that was it.
Claymation.
A little bit at a time, right?
Sorry about that.
Hey, I like that logo.
Do what?
I said I liked that logo you just flashed up there.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the original one, actually.
That's that one too.
Yeah.
I explained that to you, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
So, but let me show you something. That's not what I wanted to show you. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, hi to Judy's Handmade Creations. Welcome.
Here is I don't know how else to do this. Here's one of the items that I put your logo on that you made for me.
Very nice. It looks good.
It looks good. And since I brought this up, as you can see, it says Rodney's store. I started a Teespring store because people have been asking me about T-shirts because I used to give them away, and I'm going to start doing that. So, but the source I had quit doing it, so I had to find another source, and this is where I'm going to go. So, it'll cost me about the same as it did when I was going through Tiffany. So I'm going to do it this way. But if anybody wants to go there, the link to the store is down in the description. So, but that's one of the items.
Cool.
And then here's the T-shirts, and it comes in 3 colors. That's black, that's navy blue, and then blue, and then green.
Okay.
And then there's also a hoodie. The hoodie is probably the most expensive thing.
That's still a good deal.
So now I probably ought to make it clear. I probably won't give the hoodies away like I would with the T-shirts. But if you want to purchase one, I've priced it to where it's like I only make $2 off of it. So there's that, and then there's this the coffee mug.
All right.
So and it's the logo is on both sides of the cup. So if anybody's interested, you can get one through there, or you can just wait till I'm kind enough to give it away. So anyway, but that's what I used your logos for.
Yeah, very nice. They look good.
Both the white ones and the black ones came out really nice. So,
Glad to hear. Good.
and then Dan Sampson, Drone Worship or iFix Shet, he created a logo for me too that I'll probably start using in my videos. Let me unshare that. So, but if you're interested, if anybody out there is interested, the link is down in the description below. So, feel free. And I do plan, not right away, but in the next month or so, I do plan on giving away a T-shirt or a mug or a cup on Saturday morning coffee with Rob and friends. So
very good.
But anyway, so
Hey, Scotty, in the chat, you said this morning has been interesting for me. You saw a coyote trot by, and I met a gentleman who hunts rabbits with a falcon. We were down in Puerto Vallarta, and there was a kid. He's hired by the hotel, walking around with a falcon on his arm, and he would walk around with it and chase the birds, that would bother the people laying by the pool, trying to eat their food. And he would walk around with a falcon, scaring all the birds away. It's really funny. He'd just walk around in a circle, and he'd kind of flap, shake his arm so that, the falcon would flap and the birds would scare away. And by the time he got around to the other side, they would have come back. But he constantly just kept walking the perimeter of the grounds to get rid of the birds.
Wow. Dude, good morning, Copper State Aerial Photography is in the house.
Yeah, good morning.
Mike, how you doing? So, well, boys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one today.
All right.
Okay.
So,
All right.
thank you guys for being in the live stream.
Thanks,
All
Rodney.
right.
You guys have a great day.
You too, Lance, and be
Okay.
safe, brother.
You too.
Yep, bye, Lance.
Bye now.
Bye,
Peter?
Rodney, and goodbye to everyone in chat.
You have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, I will. Yep, I'll head off to bed now.
All righty.
No worries. Okay,
All right,
see you all
bye.
later. Bye.
Later. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's show. It didn't have the usual members, but hey, we still had fun. Anyway, don't forget tomorrow morning the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with Drone Psyche in New York, coming to me here in Virginia. If the weather permits and it's not raining, then I will be doing a sunrise, but they're calling for a 93% chance of rain. And then to Dennis Lovelady, and then on to Chris Hope over in Texas, and then Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee right after Chris Hope. Anyway, folks, you all have a great weekend. Take care. Hey, Joe Fotoleo, good morning, brother. So you all take care. Have a great weekend, and be safe. And again, say a prayer for our country and say a prayer for our servicemen and women. Love you guys. No problem, Joe. It happens, man. Anyway, Good night or goodbye, everybody.